Chapter 13. Lila's POV. I got dressed as fast as I could, my heart pounding. I couldn't believe my mom called the cops on him. Who knows what they are doing to him right now. I don't even want to know. After I got dressed, I drove as fast as I could to the nearest police station. There was a receptionist at the front desk. Hi, ma'am. Can I help you? The receptionist said with a smile. Yes, I'm here to see the vampire that was brought in a few days ago. Ah, you must be Lila, the receptionist said. Yes, I am Lila. Do you know how lucky you are to be alive? The receptionist said. And why is that? Lila said. Well, you know how vampires are, she said, the receptionist. What's that supposed to mean? Lila asked, curiously. She could feel her blood starting to boil. Nothing, I'm just saying, the receptionist said. Normally, whenever you get bit by a vampire, you're dead. Look, it doesn't matter, Lila said. The point is, can I just see him? Yes, of course, but remember you have to have extra security with you at all times. I understand. The receptionist picked up her phone and dialed a couple numbers. Yes, hello. We got someone that wants to see the vampire, she said to the person on the other line. A few minutes later, a cop came and got Lila. So, you want to see the vampire, huh? How brave of you, young lady. Lila rolled her eyes. Yeah, I'm lucky to be alive, she said sarcastically. When they reached his cell, Lila instantly saw Lawrence. He didn't look too good, seemed to be in a daze even. He didn't even look up to see who was here. Can you leave us alone for a few minutes? If possible, Lila said. I'm afraid I can't do that, ma'am. He's a wanted fugitive. How do you know? You don't even know him. Oh, you know. They're kind. And what they're capable of. They're kind? Lila was so sick of hearing that word. At this point, she didn't care less. She walked over to Lawrence. Lawrence still didn't acknowledge her or anything. Lawrence, Lila said very softly. Still didn't look up. Lawrence, she said. He finally looked up, his red eyes looking tired, and he looked hungry. Lila, he said barely. You're awake. Well, yeah, why wouldn't I be? Lila said. I thought I would never see you again, he said very weak. Well, I'm here now, Lila said. Are they giving you anything? Food? Anything? so tired, so hungry. Lila was furious. She got up and immediately looked at the cop. Why haven't you gave him anything to eat? We don't have stuff for vampires, ma'am, the cop said. This time, Lila's blood really began to boil. What do you mean you don't have any food for him? We just don't have food for him, ma'am. Looking at him, she said, pointing to Lorian, and he was clearly starving. Yes, he has had nothing to eat. He's very tired. What do you mean you don't have any food for him? The cops tried to keep calm. We don't have any food for his kind, just lying around here. At that moment, something came over Lila. Her eyes began to glow purple. Her eyes were normally green. Well, I suggest you go give him something to eat, she said angrily. Whoa, ma'am. I don't want any trouble, the cop said. You mistreat him, you mess with me, Lila said angrily. At that moment, she picked up the cop and swung him against the wall. It was like something took over her mind and body. Suddenly, to leave in the new Lawrence just looked. While I'm never intentionally to hurt someone, the cop still laying on the ground, and Lila came closer to him. Listen to me, Lila said again, her eyes still glowing a bright purple. When he needs something, you get him what he needs, or so help me, you'll be sorry. Yes, ma'am, the cop said, trembling. Now, can you leave us? Yes, ma'am, I will give you the moment. Tell the receptionist you've been here the whole time. I will. Just please don't hurt me. Good. Now go, Lila said. After the cops left, Lila came back to normal. Wow, what was that? She said, clearly not knowing what she had done. Lila? Lorian said. How long have you been asleep? A few days. Why? Lila said. That's when you began to turn, Lorian said. We began to turn. To turn? What do you mean? Am I becoming a... She couldn't even mutter the words that Lorian, I can tell how scared she was. A vampire? Yes, Lorian said. Don't worry, it'll be okay. I'll It'll be okay? Lila said, freaking out. I'm turning into the thing my parents dislike the most. How are they going to react? I mean, I've seen how they reacted to you. You've seen how? What do you mean? What do you mean? You've seen how they reacted to me.